Greetings! Welcome back to Amnesia the Bunker. Now, I'm a little bit behind, just by like a few seconds from where I was before. We're still heading back to the soldier quarters. However, as you will know by now, the face cam is not going to work out. I have the footage recorded for the first two episodes. The problem is, I don't have an SD card slot on my computer, and neither does my dad's computer. So unfortunately I can't use the footage from the camera. I have it recorded still, but I just can't upload it. So instead I'll be uploading these episodes on their own without the face camera. Which is a shame, because I did enjoy having the camera there. It felt nice having the camera there. But in order to use it, I need to get a adapter for the SD card to connect it to a USB slot, and that costs money. Money that I will not be getting back from the videos because they're not monetized. Okay, we've got rats. I should actually have brought that flare with me. I'm gonna need that. Oh. Well, the monster opened this for us. That's good of it. Empty bottle. I'm not going to bother with that. Oh, can't get that key though. Yes. I have the communications key. My friend, after the tunnel sabotage, they're increasing security everywhere. I've been commanded to lock the door to communications. But between you and me, I'm going to keep a copy of the key in my bunk in the barracks. You never know when such a thing might come in handy. So I believe that we are in the barracks now. So that's not the officers' quarters, that's a different area. So this key is just a picture then. Yeah, I need the flare to distract them. I've not got any meats. Unless... no, that's something else in there. There's a barrel here. And more rats. Fuck, there's so many holes here. I need to blow that up. Nope, get away. Don't know if that one's explodable. Okay, let's put the fuel in the generator and get the flare and come back. Oh wait, I don't think I need the flare for those rats, because I don't think that tag actually has a code on it. That's a blank one, I think. Because it'll give me some time to get the hell out of Dodge. Because if I shoot the barrel, it'll explode immediately. And the monster's after me. If I throw the flare, I've got some time to get somewhere safer. Away from the monster. So if we combine these with a stick, we can make a torch, but we haven't found any of those yet. One moment. There we go. We now got flare bound to the right button. I don't think I've even found any of the sticks we can actually pick up yet, like the logs things. Okay, what code am I looking for? So Clement, oh I think that's ours, isn't it? 4592. Here we go.
July, mid-afternoon. Joubert needs a scout for tonight. Routine patrol. Out to the communication wires and back. It'll be cloudy. Good cover. Easiest patrol possible. Sergeant wants me or Augustin to go. He still suspects one of us might have been with the mutineers. But I won't be going. How can I be so sure? Well, Augustin has agreed to a friendly game of chance to determine which of us it will be. And using an old sleight of hand trick, there's no way I'll lose. No, Augustin doesn't have a chance because I'll ensure he doesn't. Me? A scoundrel? Perhaps. But when he returns and I remind him of the time he pissed in my flask, or the mysterious lice that appeared in my bunk, or the incident with that barmaid. Well, I laughed in those cases, and he'll laugh in this one. 8th of July, near midnight. Shelling again somewhere along the line. Them firing at us. I'm sure we will fire at them again soon. I hope Augustin's having a simply marvelous time out there. Can't wait to tell him what I did. 9th of July, time unknown. It must be just before dawn. When the shelling stopped, I woke. The sudden silence always does that. Augustin's bunk is empty. I went looking for him. He wasn't in the mess, nor being seen by Dr. Jasinski, nor lurking out for a final smoke. Dax was on patrol. I asked him. He said Augustin hasn't returned from the scout. He said the words like he was pronouncing Augustin's death. As if scouts don't come running back at all hours. As if it wasn't just a routine patrol. As if all hope was lost. Now the shelling is starting again. We'll try to sleep. 9th of July, morning. It has been hours now and Augustin has not returned. His luck did not hold. And neither has mine. What could I have been thinking? If he is gone forever... But I do not want to write it, for fear writing it will make it real. I will continue to wait in my bunk until dusk. And if there is no sign of him, then I do not know. The priest keeps staring at me, as if he can sense I have some unseen weight on me. I will not give him the satisfaction of a confession. It was nothing, a joke. I thought it was just a joke. I never thought. I never thought. And therein lies my sin.
So that's what he was talking about, I think, earlier on when he was talking about his guilt.
9th of July, night. My conscience compels me now, as it failed to compel me then. I must do something, even if it costs me my own life. I must do something lest I never sleep again. I must do something or risk greeting hell itself as a relief. I must do something. I go.
That could be then when you went up to go get Lambert back. Oh, there's a box in here I haven't opened yet. Okay, we've got a full chamber. We've got more bullets, okay. This is the prison, don't want to go in there yet. Time's not looking too bad. So where those first rats were, there's a body there. But from actually, there's no... Oh, wait a minute. Shit, I forgot to look at the map to see how to get in that room. I don't know if that one even explodes. That one explodes. I've got a gas grenade, but I don't have like a normal grenade. Yeah, okay. I can either take the explosive to the door with the map, or I take... Well, that one's already blown open. There's another one down there I can blow open. Personally, I think it's better to get that map. Where am I going? This way. Shit, I didn't throw it. Oh, it went off! We got it. Leave! Leave! Oh god. We need to hurry. We're out of time. Do I have any more codes? I don't think I do. No. So there's a lot of fuel in there, which is good. Let's look at our map now then. So the barracks, we've got A and B. One of them has a key in it then. That okay, the rats might be on the key I'm thinking of then. That's where I think that's where they are. Pantry in the mess hall, kitchen, break room. Ah, if we can get into the pantry there'll be meat and I can use that to lure the rats away. Security we've been in. The monster broke that door for us, thankfully. And then communications, we need the key. Ah, I see. The pantry door is locked, and the path leading upwards towards the break room, that had rats there. That would have been a good place for a flare. Because I don't know if the meat trick could work there, because it's that corner. Because down near the barracks B door, opposite utility room, there's a blockage which we can't go through. So maybe if we go through barracks that takes us behind the blockage. If not, we need to get past those rats. And thinking about it, we do have a gas grenade we could use. Like we could use that. If you have cloth and like a stick, I think you can like scare them off with the fire. But I don't think that's an option we're gonna have. So we've got one bullet on backup. Patrol. Odd occurrences last night. I think that's maybe Sergeant. Sergeant Lambert, though dead after his patrol on the 8th, returned to the barracks in fine health. He carried with him Sergeant Clement, severely wounded from an explosion. Lambert reports the following. That midday through his patrol on the 8th he fell into a deep crater and was unable to escape. Clement, his close friend, snuck out after him last night, located him in the crater and carried him out. They were spotted in the ensuing attack. Clement was injured by an explosion. It fell on Lambert to carry him back. Very odd that Lambert was neither injured from the fall nor the explosion, and that he ended up saving the man who came to save him. But battlefield luck is an odd thing. In every life, fate's winds blow erratic. Judging by Lambert's description, the crater he fell into seems to have been located very close to the Roman tunnels we unearthed. It may have been a result of work down there. Recommend a future patrol investigate and make sure we have not opened up a back door into our own bunker. Okay, so something's gone on between us and Lambert then, because he was very badly injured. So for him to carry us back, could it be that somehow Lambert's been mutated into the monster? Like, because some of the characters mentioned going into sort of a different like area, like a dimension possibly. So what if Lambert's being affected by that? And that's how he was able to bring us back. 15th of July, 1916. Fernier claims one of us killed Reynard, but I saw Reynard's corpse. His eyes were gone, gouged from his skull. His tongue was shredded. We all hated Reynard, but none of us could have done this. War is a brutality, but it is anonymous, mechanized. We fire at distant soldiers. Whoever did this, it was intimate, it was sadistic. I fear for us all. So the monster either come up through the tunnels, or someone's been chained somehow. We don't... So you can pour fuel on the ground or an empty bottle. Ah, some bandages. That's, I think, mostly when if you get bit by the rats. Because there's no... Because the monster itself is usually just a one-hit kill, from what I hear. Unless you damage it and it charges into you. Isolation had a similar mechanic. Empty. Is there a chance of any more fuel cans being hidden in this area? I don't think so. I think we'll leave this open just so it will help us to see if there's any light outside. So our goal for the moment is still to get to communication so we can get into the arsenal. Prison, I don't think we need to go into yet. Neither do we need to go to maintenance. So I think what we'll do is barracks first, get the key, then maybe move over to arsenal. Then we'll do maintenance perhaps. I don't think I've been in wine cellar still. I don't think I've been there. So maybe there's something in that room I can use. I could always just have an attempt at trying to go down there without the generator to see what happens. It could be there was a blockage down there as well and that's why I haven't been there. But in one of these barracks, I think the one where the rats are, there's a key on the corpse as well as a name tag. That key we then use to get into communications. And so we can possibly... Because I could use a gas grenade on the rats, or I could use a gas grenade down their break room. The only thing is I don't know how long the gas lasts. And we don't have the gas mask yet. One moment. Let me save the progress. And then we'll just throw this outside and see what happens. Okay, so it started with the gas. Let's... Oh god. Seems to be lasting for a while. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out for us quite the way I hoped. The other thing is because we did have a full cylinder in the revolver, I could have just shot it. Especially because the flare wasn't as clean as I hoped it would have been. I think it was maybe the monster which set it off, because I think maybe it nudged the barrel just a little bit further. That, or I just got it in place. Okay, so... Well, we're still saved, so again, what I think I'll do is... I'm gonna go through this back way and see if it's possible for me to try and get near the wine cellar. See if there's anything down there. Because we've already been to the pantry, but I don't think there was any food for us to find in there. If I could, that would be very useful. So I'll try the mess hall and kitchen first, up here, just to see if there is any food left. There is. We just missed it. I don't think there'll be any more meat. So I'll save, just because we've got it. Thankfully this light here, you don't have to worry about the generator, it's just constantly full. There is also an achievement for blocking like a hole the monster comes from. But you need to know which hole it's going to do that from. Ah, there's rats down here too. Oh no! I should have put that in storage. Well, at least we know there's more fuel down here. That's good. Gonna need bolt cuts for that. That leads down to maintenance. Yes, okay, never mind. We've got more storage. Okay. So we've got meat. So what we'll do... Because There's another kitchen down here, so there's probably could be more meat here. So I think maybe if I use something to lure the rats away from that corner, we can get to the break room door if that's open. But I don't know if it's going to be open. It might be locked. Let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll use the meat for the rats by the pantry, just to show. I don't have any more explosive grenades, and I don't think there's any more explosive barrels down there unless there's another in one of the other barracks. We'll have another look for one of them. We might find one. I think the main thing is trying to get into the break room and the kitchen. So I'm going to save here before I use the fuel, just in case this ends up being a waste of time. At least that way we can plan something else. So I could have saved it now after we put the fuel in, but for all I know, we maybe want to use that fuel in a bottle to like burn the rats. That's a valid strat. That would be valid as well, just to burn the rats with like a Molotov thing. I forgot to set my clock. Oh well, we'll just carry on. I'm not going to go back now. We'll just see. We'll just try and. Oh. Yeah, we should be fine. There's a trap there, but that doesn't help us with the rats. Neuer has been telling of the tunnel texts, describing what the tunnels were used for, but I didn't need him to tell me. I've seen it. I was in there in the dark. I dream of it every night now. Dreams are so real that when I wake, the day itself feels like the dream. I'm in a ritual. It begins with the drink of a liquid, sweet and thick, like mucus or honey, repulsive and yet intoxicating. As I drink, it warms my body, fills me with a lust for all things carnal, sex, blood, flesh. Around me are others, their faces hidden, their bodies rippling. I know we all serve the same master to the same end, a place in an unending kingdom, immortality. Yeah, that sounds like the villain from the last game. The things I do in these dreams, a terrible whirl of horrors, bloody and twirled, that make the charnel pit of the war seem like mere play. I wake horrified, but in the dreams I'm elated. The worst part, at the end of every day, I want to be asleep. I want to go back to that place. I want to feel that way. I want the violence and the ecstasy in the pitch black darkness. Yeah, the fact he mentions her. Okay, that's worrying. I don't think I see anything in there. Ooh. Yes, I think the rats are guarding the key. Yeah, it's just a normal barrel. So I could blow this door open with a grenade, but I don't think I want to. A moment. Empty bottle, don't want that yet. I thought there'd be a Kraut's place or something in here. Got an explosive barrel. Is it gone? I don't see anything else in there for us to pick up. That's still... Oh! I should have brought the barrel in there. Go back over here now. Okay, one moment. I'm gonna reload. Just want to check the map again also because I'm running out of time I think for this episode. We've got a strategy for what to do though. It might be that locked door lets us into the kitchen. So we went in there, we were in the break room. There's a utility room. The door we couldn't get into, but interestingly the pantry has a little arrow pointing to that middle room. So I thought maybe it was like a vent, but I don't think I spotted one. So I think what I'll do is I think I'll try the same plan. Yeah, I'll try the same plan again just to see what happens if I get into kitchen. Like, is there more meat I can then use for the barracks? Because we know utility room has oil, or fuel, but I think it's also randomized, so now that I've reset it might not be there anymore. That would be a problem. But I think I'm round about getting out of time now, because I try and end it like about 10 minutes before the recording ends, just so I just give myself a bit more time. So we've still got the fuel. We've got 3 cans worth of fuel. We've then got the meat for the rats. This time we're going to set the clock though. So what I'll do is I'll end the video here, then come back and do another one. So we've already saved, so I'll see everyone in episode 4 where we get into we go back to the barracks and we'll try to get into the kitchen and hopefully we'll get into the communications room. Until then though, see ya.